What's going on today, everybody? We're back in the fish room, and on today's video we are getting some substrate in our 300-gallon tank. The tank, what up, buddy? The tank looking a little hazy, probably because my pump is currently not pushing water. It's currently plugged up with a whole bunch of Java moss. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of food down there. Well, not food, but waste and whatnot. And as well as right here. So, do you guys remember that filter that I had on top of the stock tank? AKA that guy right there. I am going to somehow rig it up in here to flow down in here so we can get more circulation in here, plus filtration in here, until I get myself a couple canister filters. Our homemade one should work pretty well. Now, here's the thing. It's going to get real dirty once I start adding this substrate. I'm assuming it's going to dirty this up pretty well. I tried to rinse off everything. As you can see, I got the hose running. Currently filling up the RO water. But yeah, I've been using the hose to try and clean all the substrate before I put it into the tank, but most of the time that never really works and or gets it all clean. So, this thing is going to get extremely dirty, but hopefully by tomorrow it's cleared up significantly compared to what it's about to look like. Now, what I did get was two different types of rock. I got some nice, bigger bigger sized rocks, and I also got some smaller sized rock. AKA, it's called river pebbles. River pebbles. Decent size, nothing too crazy. So, I'm going to start with the smaller pebbles or river or gravel, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start with the smaller stuff, layer the bottom. I got 5 bags of these, I believe, the river pebbles, and then I got 6 bags of the bigger stones, if that's what you would call it. And I still don't know if that's going to be enough to cover the whole bottom of this honkin' tank. So yeah, we're just going to get right into it. I got a couple bags already rinsed off and cleaned. This stuff, yeah, it's going to be a mess. So hopefully it doesn't dirty it up too much. We shall see. Now, to set this in here, I'm going to set it in here as nicely as I possibly can. How nicely is that going to be? Probably not very. But nice enough to not break the glass on the bottom. So, my thought process is stick the entire 5-gallon bucket into the tank and then slowly dump it. I feel like that'll probably work. That bucket's floating. Isn't that something? The bucket is floating. Not for long, not for long. Okay. We have a bucket on the bottom. I hope this doesn't dirty it up right. This is the one that I cleaned, by the way. We shall see. Hey, it actually rinsed out pretty decent. Nice. Now we got about 5 more of those to do. Get all this fish food out of the way. We got 4 lids. Let's dump it in each lid so it's somewhat already spread out decently. Then I don't know what we're gonna do. We're either going to spread it out with a stick, because my arm ain't fitting in there. So that's probably the game plan. Reach as far as I can. All right, so far, this river rock cleans up a lot better than the pea pebbles, let me tell you. All right, we got uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We got 4 bags in. Now I just need to try leveling her out a little bit. It did dirty it up a little bit, but honestly, not as bad as I thought. I thought it was gonna absolutely destroy the tank. But realistically, this isn't too bad. I'll take this all day. Now, spreading it out might stir up a little more, but we'll see. And then, I believe these rocks that I got should be a little more colorful than just your plain old brown gravel. Hopefully it'll spice it up a little bit. If not, I will be getting some color. I'll get something to spice it up just a little bit. But let's get this smoothed out, and then we'll add a whole bunch of some nice sized pebbles or rocks. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. River pebbles. I don't know. Now, with all these rocks that I've added, or gravel that I've added, this is going to increase the amount of beneficial bacteria that is in this tank, which is going to ease, which will help aid in keeping our tank nice and clean. Which is, trust me, it helps out a lot. A nice substrate's good, a nice thick substrate. This, when all said and done, this thing's probably going to be about 2 inches. Probably 2 inches all the way through of straight substrate. All right. Yes, I know that's in there. It's fine. But all right, we got it decently spread out. It's kind of hard to spread it out with a, how you liking it, buddy? It's kind of hard to spread it out with a stick. But yeah, it is a little hazy. That's not too terrible. But yes, it is a little hazy. Trust me, this will clear up by tomorrow once we get the absolute finished product. Sturgeon's loving it. Nice little rock bottom. I like it. I like that it looks like a little rougher. It's not like just itty bitty little pebbles like that. I like that it's got some girth to it, you know? You like it, huh, buddy? But yeah, I'm glad it's got some girth to it. It should work out pretty nicely. Now, let's see what these guys look nice and wet. Hopefully some good color. All right, let's see what these look like. How hard is it going to be to get this bag open? Not very when I got a knife. Also, I just got a really interesting email from Alex that works at Westlake Aquatics that owns it. Not as dirty as I thought they'd be. But we just got an email. It has a new home. It's no longer at the Golden Leaf spot in the Quad Cities. And I'm pumped. I don't know if I can disclose anything yet. I'm assuming he posted on his Facebook, but a massive venue for way more vendors. It's gonna be lit, and I'm gonna be there. Also, these rocks, not bad. They're like a nice subtle coloring to them, if you will. So yeah, I thought we would need to rinse them, but they're really not that dirty. So we're just gonna go ahead and get them right in this tank. I don't need to bore you guys with that again, and I'll show you the final product. Alrighty. Here's what we're looking like. Now I wanted it heavy here, and then kind of slowly taper down to not so many. It's so hard to get a good film on this guy. It looks so much smaller in the camera than it does in person. I'm telling you, this thing is ginormous. Doing some tricks for you guys. So yeah, now we got our substrate looking nice and good, and I think that is plenty of color. I like that it's more subtle, you know, not so like vibrant color. So yeah, now what we need to do is try and hook up this filter temporarily to kind of clear this tank up. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but we're gonna find out. Probably gonna put it on that side and then push the water this way. The thing is, I'm running out of room. So all that substrate I put in obviously displaced some water, right? Now if you guys can see here at the top, we are trying to foam over here. Like the bubbles are hitting the top of this glass. So I can't add too much more into this tank until some more water kind of evaporates out of this bad boy. So hooking that filter up is going to be real interesting. But let's see what we can do, huh? All right, so we got our filter cleaned out. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to run it here on the end, possibly the middle. Yeah, we're gonna, what the heck? Yeah, we're gonna put it in the middle. This bad boy right here. Take this lid off. Probably gonna have to put a couple 2x4s going across. Man, we'll use the same 2x4s that we were using last time. Coming across. This guy is gonna sit in the middle, like so. Yeah. And let's get this flowing down in there. Let's take this bad boy off. I'm nervous. Let's just say I'm nervous. I don't know how well this is gonna go. And now that green pump that I had in here, that's the same pump that we usually use for this. How I'm gonna mount it in there, I have no idea. This is just to get the tank clean and filtered before I get a canister filter. Let me tell you, it's gonna work. It's gonna work real well. I don't know if you can hear, I'm just spilling water everywhere. Yay! Now how are we gonna get this attached to this? I have no idea. Because it doesn't fit quite snug enough. All right, let's plug this bad boy in, shall we? Make sure we're pumping some good water. Now, the moment of truth. how to get this thing. I gotta get it unstuck from the wall. Telling you what, these suction cups are serious. Like, good for them. All right. Oh. Contact. Now we put the cord underneath the weight. Oh, this is gonna work. Look, it's holding. My arms are soaked. So we got that rigged up tight underneath there. Are we pushing water? I have no idea. I'm kind of scared. Let's see. Oh yeah, water's coming out, baby. You guys can't see it, but water is coming out. You can't really see the flowage of it, but it's coming out, I promise. No leaking at the top. That's actually absolutely beautiful. You gotta love that. Now, this is some nice, yeah, it's a mess, I know, but it's some nice ingenuity. You just gotta make it work, man. You just shove it up in there, keep the cord tight so it holds it up in there, and I mean, yeah. She's ripping. So yeah, we're going to get the final product come tomorrow once this is all nice and crystal clear. And I'll show you guys how immaculate this tank is looking. So yeah, we're gonna see the tank tomorrow when it's nice and clean. But look at this guy. This guy's out and about. Look at the colors on this man. That jewel cichlid is something else. Specimen. Also, I got great news. I have some yellowtail ACIs that look like this. And I have probably 15 to 20 babies in the tank inside. They finally bred for me. They finally bred. They bred right when I initially got them, but I believe the female was holding in her mouth already and just spit them out once she got into her new tank. And I just spit everywhere. Once she got into her new tank, she just spit them. So this is the first time I finally got cichlids to breed. Now, hopefully, there's going to be many more, including these albino peacocks and these jewel cichlids. So yeah, somebody commented it looked like he had all males, like there's a male there and there's a male there, but my females, see, they hide in the back. So that is two females in the back, I believe, especially that smaller one. It's hard to see that other one, but I believe that's a female too, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure these are my two males and then my two females in the back. Like the smaller one and then that girl. Again, put it down in the comments if I'm completely wrong. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to see how clear this bad boy is. I'm stoked. It's the next day, and yes, we're not in the fish room right now because I wanted to show you guys something that we decided to get. Da-da-da-da! Baby chicks, and a lot of them. So we got 5 of each. We got 5 buff Orpingtons, 5 barred rocks. They only had 2 of the Scarlet Sky or something they were calling it. We got 5 Rhode Island Reds and then 5 Wyandottes. So hopefully all layers. A couple of them were straight females. The other ones were a straight run, so like males or females. But yeah, look at these cute little buggers. Look at them. Everybody's happy and healthy. No casualties whatsoever. Knock on wood. Everything's going good. Now, let's go ahead and get on over to the old fish room. Not showing you guys the tank yet. It is looking so good. But yeah, I've been running a hose all the way over here for my RO water, obviously. Bing, bing, bing. It's in here. It's filled up too much in here. Not too terrible, but a little too much. Put it back in our drum. So yeah, we fill the drum up 3/4, a third of the way, or 2/3 of the way already. We got this. It's a little high in here. I don't love how high it is in here. Everything's doing good, looking good. Fish are loving it, obviously. So yeah, all of our wastewater is currently from this RO. Instead of shooting it out the window, I was like, might as well fill the pool up because the wastewater isn't really anything except mineralized water, and that's not going to affect our goldfish. And I would say we're kind of pushing it. I don't know if you guys can see, we're kind of pushing it, but we got enough room. We got enough room. But yeah, I figured might as well use it because this takes forever to fill something like that up. Literally a whole 24 hours to fill that bad boy up. So yeah, let's see what our 300-gallon fish tank's looking like, huh? The big reveal. What up, Denise? You liking the view? Dun, da, da, da. Man, I love... It literally looks like a river. Huh, big boy? It literally looks like a river. I love the look of it. It's absolutely crystal clear. Our pump did stay. But yeah, sturgeon's loving it. I mean, this is going to hold so much beneficial bacteria. It's going to be crazy. Like, this tank is going to look so good when we're done with it. Now, remember how I said I did like a whole bunch of pebbles, of the bigger pebbles, and then like slowly tapered it off? I think what we're gonna do over here is get like big rocks and mound them up in this whole corner to still kind of give it like that cliff, like a waterfall type cliff feeling, you know? You like it, huh, buddy? You're loving it. You are really starting to heal up extremely well, too. Like, that is slow. That is healing up rather quickly because those were giant gashes in him. So those are healing up very nicely. No sign of infection whatsoever. But yeah, I am loving how this tank is turning out so far. We are going a little bit slower than I usually do with tanks, right? But I want to get this right because this is a big tank and we're not going to be able to swap scapes very easily with this much rock because we got probably close to 300 pounds of rock in there. So yeah, don't really want to scoop all that out to rescape it. So this scape, it's got to be money. I want you guys to decide, should we do wood structure or rock structure? We could do like a massive wood pile right here, which would help some fry if there was ever some breeding action going on in here from our severums once they get big enough. Then our fire severums, I don't know where they're at. There's our two golds. Our fires are usually, hey, you can see his head right there, hiding behind the filter. I see you, buddy. And you never come out to play ever, do you? Unfortunately. So yeah, that's kind of my thinking on our 300-gallon scaping. It's looking good, nice and clear. I told you it would clear up perfectly. The filter's still going good. We got a little bit of leakage at the top, but that's just because so much pressure built up, yada, yada, yada. Not a great seal at the top of that bad boy. But yeah, I'm loving it. Digging it. Looking good. So you guys put down in the comments, wood or rock structure in here. Wood is going to have tannins. Rock is going to have no tannins. Wood might look cooler, but rocks also is going to look cool. Because as you can see, there's not a whole lot of rock structures in here. It's mostly wood, other than this guy is pretty much all rock. And that's about it. Pretty much all rock. So, or pretty much all wood. I don't have a lot of rock. So I enjoy the river look. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So you guys put it down in the comments, wood or rock structure in our 300-gallon tank. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'm doing a little bit of traveling, so be on the lookout for those videos. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.